All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New York Jets. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Bortles now on first down. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, 54, Ricky. 11. So right. Sunday. Green is it.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's go.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Lucy. Omaha. 11B. Throw that.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Leopard! All right, now, Lucky 56!
After the interception, here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Gone! Set! Green, 39! Gone! 39! Gone!
Darnold on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Let's go! 319! 319!
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. These Jags and Jets, they met in one of the stranger games a season ago, week 4, I believe it was, and got all the way down to 28 seconds remaining in OT before Chandler Catanzaro ended it for the Jets with a 41-yard field goal to win 23-20.
One of the highlights of the season for the Jets, but how about the Jaguars finishing their year in the AFC Championship game?
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. This is first and goal from about the 8.
Mike 39, Lucy. Green 80, green 6.
Throwing is Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Spread right, 72. 11. 11. Move. Lucy.
On second down, here's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Green 80. Green 6.
Bortles now on third and goal. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, Darnold forced out to his left. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. They give him a gain of 38. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Gone! 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 Hurry up! Here we go! Blue Lanny! Blue Lanny!
Darnold from the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Now the return, Rashad Green. Oh, able to avoid him. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
372.
From the gun, it's Bortles. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Green 80. Hey, let's go. Trips left.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh. Hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
Hey, let's go. Trips left. Lucy.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. Shark's got it left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So out now come the Jets. On first down, it's Darnold. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left. And got his man complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Green to bring it back. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is it.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, Darnold. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy. The 10. The pitch to Crowell. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
No, check.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Green to bring it back. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, let's go. Trips left.
On first down, Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Bortles to throw on second down. Looking long for Westbrook. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And his pass is intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They start this with a run for Powell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They keep it with Crowell on first. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Now it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Bortles now on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Now Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception. Darren Lee picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you...
And Crowell lost the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Third touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2.
Spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, snap.
To throw, it's Bortles. His pass caught with the 4. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 5. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give it...
And he's going to go down again. Telvin Smith in there to drop him. And sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Gone!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Barry Church. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucy.
To throw is Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hank. 372.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darren Lee in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now out come the Jets. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
372. Move.
Now Bortles to try again after the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The open man is Westbrook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Bortles now Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
372.
Bortles. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Lucy. 372.
On second down, here's Bortles. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Bortles now to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Now Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Bortles again. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Punch right. 380.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Bortles now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Hank. Lucy. Move. Lucy.
They'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
$380. Hey, let's go. Trips left.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun!
One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball gets